we might as well start this on a little topic. We kind of talked about it. We had a conversation outside of the podcast about this,
Hmm.
and I thought it would be really good to bring it to the podcast.
Here we go. I have no idea what he's talking about.
And you guys were real. You guys started talking about it right before we got in,
Really?
Okay.
What was it?
and that is, do you like what you do?
Oh.
So we're going that.
So you're talking
So we're
about
going-
like your career-wise.
Yeah, so
'Cause I
your
think-
purpose, so you're like, if you're doing what you love, a lot of people are spending so much money on college education, and a lot of people they're not doing what you love, and I kind of heard, one of our hosts here has a little circumstance. So yeah, what are you studying right now?
So I'm currently studying pharmacy technician, so it's just like one level under the pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily say I love it nor hate it. I think it's just another job that will get me through my life. And I know where you're gonna go with this, Moz. Do something you love, do something that. But I think I'm at a point right now where I need to finish this, and then after I might be able to do something I love. Because right now it's too late.
Oh,
you know?
obvious. Well, you might as well. If you
It's-
started, you might as well keep
exactly,
going.
exactly. And I want to say, like, honestly, nowadays there's not a lot of things that actually motivate me to keep going. Like, not keep going. Sorry, that's not what I meant. There's not a lot of things that inspire me. There's not a lot of things that I look forward to, other than this, and just like like the little things. School is definitely not one of them.
Mhm.
Work is definitely not one of them, and I don't
So-
think that's love for. That's what many people think. They don't look forward to going to school the next day, going to work the next day. I think this is a question that you kind of want to ask people who are in situations where they can do whatever they want.
But
Yeah.
see, that's the thing. People are, there's no excuse to not do what you love nowadays. Actually,
I
like-
mean,
I think knowing my parents at least, there is an excuse.
Okay,
there you
well-
go. Parents 1 and 2, mom and dad.
Okay. Well, also no. Here's
Coming from the Middle Eastern country, they have. Okay, this is what made me mad the most. They have a set idea planned for you. They have your whole life planned ahead.
yeah. No, that's
And then in between, they might give you a little leeway. You know what I mean? Apply for this program, but we know in the end we're not letting you accept it.
yeah.
You
It's like they give you a little hope, a little
So-
sprinkle of hope. But here's I like when you were talking. Oh, not a lot of things excite me and stuff. That's actually a reoccurring issue with a lot of people. Like when I talk to people, when I ask, what program are you in, and they tell me the program. I'm like, why did you get into it? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Not a lot of things excite you. It's because you didn't try a lot of things. You're not giving.
I would disagree with that. I don't.
No,
think,
because that's how
maybe
I
not-
found out. That's how I found out about like why I wanted to get into my program
But
and why
you've been-
I wanted my future.
But you've been into like design.
Yeah.
You've been into this since I've known you, basically.
Exactly.
So this is obviously something that falls into your thing. But for me, like there are other things that I've done my whole life, but I just don't have the opportunity to do it because of. I don't want to say because of my parents, but mainly because of that.
Okay.
I can
But-
see that they're looking out for my future. They're looking out for my
Here's-
thing, but and I can see that too for myself. You know what I mean? Like this is a more stable job. This is a more rewarding job in a way, monetarily.
But
You know?
the thing is, yeah, okay, yeah, you have a set future, but if you're not doing something, this is like, okay, the thing is, people don't get that. Yeah, parents. I know it's a problem in Arabs especially, like but like
Not just Arabs. I think like most.
yeah.
Middle Eastern and Asian
Yeah,
cultures.
yeah.
like-
Like, I don't want to do
Yeah, like,
just Arabs.
not just,
'cause
but we know because
Yeah.
that's our background.
Middle
But
Easterns are-
I'm Kurd, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying.
it's a similar
Just
background.
putting that out there.
By the way, I'm Iraqi, but I speak Turkmen. So just
mashallah.
putting that out there.
He's
yeah.
white.
I'm
born in
not.
Canada.
I am not white. Thank
He was
God.
born in Canada.
Knock
He's
on
a
wood.
white boy. so I don't know. Like, yeah, your parents. Yeah, you should be obedient of your parents, and yeah, they gave you so much. But the thing is, and like as sad the real truth is one day they're gonna die, and you're gonna be living if you didn't do what you wanted, if you didn't do what you loved, you're gonna be living their life, not yours. And here's the thing, I have a theory that people are assholes. There's like the world isn't as good as it could be because a lot of people have given up on their passions.
Yeah, I agree
And
with that. Yeah.
yeah, and that's I
Those are
feel
the
like
people that you go to like freaking McDonald's and just treat you like shit. You know, they don't want to be there, but they have to because they need to pay bills.
yeah.
And the thing with that is, me personally, knowing myself, I can suck it up. You know, like I'm
Mhm.
not the type of person who will show that in their work,
Yeah, I know, but
in their thing. Like I'm the type of person who will wake up the next day and be like, all right, next day, new day of work. You know, I still get to do something that I know what I'm doing. I think because I'm still not that good at my job, I find everything difficult for
oh,
me.
of
You
course.
know, like I find like I'm not doing as much as I should be doing. I feel like I'm a little bit of a setback to the team. But I think
Mhm.
once I get there and once I'm
Well, no shit,
proficient in
it's
my job,
learning.
I'll feel more part of the team, and then in the end, I'll be more rewarded. You
Yeah,
know.
but what do you okay, let's say if you didn't have this program, what would you do and you would actually be excited to go about? Like I want to get deep into this. I really want to
I
get
th-
you to think about it too.
you know
And
what,
I'm
for the
putting you on blast for this.
no, I know you are. You know what I really wanted to do? I remember grade. You were in this class, Ibrahim.
Grade 12?
No, what was our careers? Was that grade 10?
Ah, yeah,
Yeah, it was
grade
grade
10.
10. Yeah,
Grade
grade
10?
10.
Yeah,
A student's father came in and he was SWAT. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember.
But I remember this presentation vividly because that was the moment I knew that, yo, this is something I want to do. You
Yeah.
know I'm interested in
Yeah,
arson.
guns and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been interested in that for a while. Like
Like-
ever since I was a kid, I watched hunting videos. I watched Turkish shows about the army and all that. Like that shit,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that
As a kid, me
intrigued me.
too,
That
yeah.
was like, yo, I can sit down for hours and just watch like these like dramas because it's something I enjoyed and it was cool. And that was what I wanted to do. Like I told my parents, yo, I'm applying for this. They wouldn't let me. They wouldn't
Why
let me
not?
because they're like, you know what their excuse was?
What?
Mm.
They're like, what if you're in a situation where you're about to where you're about to arrest your best friend? What do you do?
Oh my god, are
That
you
was their one
serious?
excuse. And I
Well, no
never.
shit, I would arrest him if he's a bad guy.
No, listen, that's not the thing. At that point, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, all right, whatever. Screw it. So I applied for electrical, civil, and pharmacy,
Mhm.
and I alhamdulillah got into
And
all of
did
them.
you like any of those?
No.
Exactly.
No, I know, no,
See?
but that's the thing. And then they had the audacity. So I said I got into pharmacy. They were beyond happy. They hugged me, they kissed me,
Oh
all
my
that.
god.
They were so happy. I'm like, and I did my placement. That's when I'm like, shit.
You
Because
don't
I
like
did my
it.
placement
You
for
don't like
140 hours. I'm like,
You,
yo,
this is
Dukes.
boring.
I'm like, yo, Dukes, this is not for me.
Yeah.
They're like, trust me, the pay hasn't come in,
Man.
right? I'm like, you should have let me at least apply for policing.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I wanted to do, go into
Mhm.
police. I even tried to
Man.
get them to. They accepted into forensic science,
Yeah.
so that kind of mixed the two, the policing with the science background and all that, like biology and all
Mhm.
that. But that was in Toronto. I didn't want to pay for rent. I didn't want to pay for all that. So, I'm like, okay, whatever. But I really wanted to work in like the policing aspect of it, like either go into investigations or do that. That was something I really, really wanted to
Mhm.
do, and I think right now, that's something I still want to do.
Mhm.
But I think it's a little too late for
I
that.
don't know, man. You're still 20, man. Here's the thing. I also find this hard to take in. We're still 20. We got
We're still
so
20.
Yo,
But the
this
thing
is
is,
the
I don't
building
want to.
stage.
I don't.
Man, like, okay, finish this program 2 years, then do policing. Make your parents happy. Be like, okay, I did this for you. Now I'm gonna do what the fuck I
Okay,
want.
but hold up. So you did this all for them, all right? Now, do you really have the energy to go back? Because
That's what
here's
I'm
the
saying.
thing.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
start thinking like, hold up, I put in my all for this one thing that I didn't like. You're so drained emotionally and physically and maybe even financially, and you just don't want to go back and, re-experience that. Sure, it's for something that you want now, but it's just like because you missed out on that opportunity, you're like, hold up, I could have finished by now. I could have had a
Yeah.
job by now. Seniority levels go up,
But-
Yeah.
pay goes up.
But two
So-
years, 2 years isn't a lot of time.
Bro,
It's a
I'm
lot
ta-
of time.
no.
That's enough for seniority,
Well,
bro.
but-
But,
hold on, hold on.
we're not just talking about Moz. We're not just talking about 2 years of just like
That-
sitting around doing nothing. We're talking about 2 years every single
Yeah,
day.
no shit.
Either go to
School's tough.
work, going to school. It's exhausting,
Yeah,
bro.
no shit.
I'm already done with school. I just want to be done. I don't know if I told you, but I could have been done school. I offered me a job already,
Yeah.
But my parents thought that if I finish school
Yeah.
and get to that point where I can make more, they wanted me to do that instead.